What's trending in AI video this week? We've picked out 5 strange and bizarre sci-fi stories you won't want to miss.
That's right, we've got alien supermodels, good old classic Star Wars events from a stormtrooper's point of view, the reality of living with robots in the future, a full-length cyberpunk thriller, and in all the galaxy, where are the aliens?
I'm Kai Turner.
And I'm John Rogers.
Number one.
First up, we have a couple of clips featuring alien supermodels from Jakob Söe-Pedersen. This is a really imaginative piece by Jakob. The style, like we've seen with the fashion runway videos, lends itself to AI video because we don't need a lot of consistency between shots. I think this would be great as a way to explore character designs for film when fleshing out a concept.
Yeah, the fashion runway seems to really work well with AI right now. We've seen several concepts that have played with this idea. What Jakob has done here, though, is really amazing. The characters are just outrageously well designed. I really am impressed with his character design and what he's gotten out of the system. And the fashion, too, is really... It's not outrageous, right? He's obviously making fun of like the Balenciagas and the Guccis, but this is not entirely outrageous that you would think would be impossible in today's world. So it's a really interesting combination, executed at an extremely high level of polish.
Number two.
Man, I hate my job.
Our second video this week is really exciting and interesting. It's a Stormtrooper's video log or vlog from the perspective of TK422 and his companion partner Stormtrooper Greg. Unfortunately, Greg is a bit of a klutz, and there's all kinds of problems on their adventures to places like Hoth and Coruscant and so on. I think this is just really fun and shows the real potential, like around fandom, expressing kind of creativity around their franchises that they love. I would really hope that in today's kind of the context of today, that studios and teams would really lean into this. This should be something that Lucasfilm is making and really engaging fans with. So it's really just a fun execution, and I hope they make more of these.
Yeah, these are great. You're really starting to see people become creative and funny once they have a format that works. Google's VO3, which we've been talking about a lot recently, has really been a game changer here because of how easy they've made it to get a funny, fully rendered video with sound and dialogue. People are using Stormtroopers and Yeti and even biblical stories to get around the character consistency issues, but it's a taste of what's to come when anyone with a funny idea can just realize it fully. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.
Number three.
Rise and shine, Joanna. It's 6:15 a.m. It's going to be a great day. Oh, you'll feel better after a workout. I've sanitized your sports bra.
Thank you.
Next up, we have My Robot and Me by Joanna Stern. Joanna Stern is an award-winning journalist, and she's done this as a proof of concept for the Wall Street Journal. She's someone who isn't coming into this as a quote-unquote AI creator per se, but it shows that with a good concept and the willingness to work at it, you can deliver a great story. She tells a story of what it would be like to have a personal robot, something else we've seen a lot in the news lately, and how it might not be as much of a utopian vision as the technologists might suggest. I hope we see more people like Joanna using their existing talents and applying them to AI video, because here we can see it's the creativity that brings the best results.
Yeah, this video was meant to accompany an article that Joanna wrote for the Wall Street Journal, partnered with one of their in-house directors, Gerard Cole, and it came out in sequence or around the announcements of VO3, and really meant to push that. But in addition, she also used Runway, 11 Labs, and Suno to make this. And I believe she did this in like 24, less than 48 hours. So it's really amazing what they were able to come up with just a short period of time, probably no budget, and just a small number of people kind of collaborating together. And I think what it really shows is you can do something really good in barely any time and cost at all. And she did that here.
Number four.
Our fourth video this week is Echo Hunter, coming from a filmmaker named Kavan the Kid. We've featured Kavan in the past with some of his earlier videos. Now, this is remarkable for a number of reasons. This is a partnership with Arcana Labs, which is a new kind of AI filmmaking company, and Kavan is an in-house or attached in some way to Arcana. So this is really more of a, call it an institutional or studio-backed project. It has a longer running time. It's like a 20-minute short film, and we're going to begin to see more of these coming from more of the professional teams, like Promise is certainly working on their own projects as well, similar to this. And this is really just shows what happens when you have some more professional resources. There's actual actors, so this is really a hybrid, not pure AI, and shows that with those resources and talent in a team, you can really push the production values up where it can be a commercially viable film.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really ambitious piece and kind of what we've come to expect from Kavan the Kid, who has done a few 10-minute plus films already now. And what you're saying about how, this is a perfect example of someone who should be incorporated into these larger, more fully resourced organizations, because we can see that given those resources, he can do some really great stuff. And unlike a lot of sci-fi that we've seen, what's notable about this video is like it slows down, it shows some tense dialogue scenes. It isn't all just action shots back to back, and they're really trying to vary the pacing and do more of the dramatic scenes. So I think it's a great accomplishment, and I look forward to seeing a lot more of this come out.
Number 5.
Last, we have The Waiting Room by Rōhki. Rōhki is a group we featured before. They're usually known for doing an animated series, and they got a lot of attention for how they used a lot of different techniques, 3D and AI video in their animated series. This is a little bit of a different one for them. It's more of almost a thought piece where they seem to be exploring the concept of Fermi's paradox, which is saying, within all the universe, why odds are that we should be seeing aliens, but we haven't encountered any. So this is their exploration of that why as a thought piece, and it's a really interesting and experimental piece for them that just is kind of positive and future thinking, and it portrays a really nice message about the future, I think, overall. So it's an interesting departure for Rōhki, but we really like it.
So this is the second video in the series really exploring the idea of Fermi's paradox. This second one here is titled The Waiting Room. The first one was titled What Comes Next. Both are just excellent. And the one thing about Rōhki that's really interesting is that I think they envision themselves and they've launched themselves as a music project that's doing amazing visuals around their music. But these two videos really seem to be more visuals first. And it seems like it'd be a little bit of a pivot or a new direction from Rōhki. And they're gorgeous. I mean, their work, everything they've done, I'm just a huge fan of. The work is just gorgeous. They've really crafted these brilliant, fantastical sci-fi worlds. It's really exciting to see them kind of going in this new direction.
Thanks. That's it for this week. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.
We'll see you next time.